once you create your channel, one of the things you need to stop worrying about is your videos. Now, it doesn't matter what gadgets you have, just go ahead and create something. Now, when you create something and you start having people, I just expect that, I'm just assuming that all of us here have uploaded at least 1 or 2 videos, right? So I'm jumping that stage of creation of the video. So if you need that, then it's the other class, right? I'm just going directly as if we all have videos and we are looking for ways to grow our channel, right? And so you definitely have views already coming in. And so if you have views coming in, it means you have an audience, yeah? And these people, they are there for a specific reason. Now you need to find out what the reasons are for your viewers or your subscribers. Once you identify why they are there, it is easier to create content that suits them. Because when you create something that they like, they watch, they enjoy the whole video, and they share. It's not forced anymore. If people like what you're creating, they will share. You don't force them to do it. They will do it for you, right? And so you find out their why they are there for you. Now, are they there for the type of videos you do, or they are there for your personality? These are things you can ask. And sometimes it's tricky, but let me cite an example. I used to have an entertainment channel. It's deleted now because of some copyright strikes. But at the time, people were there for 2 reasons I cited. One, for one of the artists I used to talk about a lot, right? And then the second was some of the videos I do. Like I have a session where I just break down things in a different way. And people just love that, and they came for that specifically. So anytime I'm creating content, it guides me. And I know which videos to make and which videos not to make. Do you get the idea? So the first thing is your why. Second is their why. I mean, the people who watch you. Now, every YouTuber says this, and that is consistency, right? You need to keep up the work. Now, let's do it this way. I would say a minimum of 2 videos a week, right? A minimum of 2 videos a week. But because we keep saying you need to be consistent, doesn't mean you should just churn out, excuse my language, rubbish. Yeah, don't just post any and everything out there because we say you need to be consistent. No, you get it. You need to create something good. And something good doesn't mean you should get the most sophisticated cameras, whatnot, and create like great Hollywood budget films and whatnot, please. Just make sure, like one of the creators, Yeboah, would say, you don't need to, if you tell us you are going, let's say from here to, you want to show us Ebri Gardens, for example, and your video is 10 minutes, please don't show us, let's say, traveling from Accra to Ebri for 8 minutes and then show us Ebri 2 minutes. It's nothing. You get what I mean? So offer the people value. You get it? Value. Most people will talk about the fact that they need better video quality, but you can all attest to it that when you're watching a video, the first thing that pushes you away from the video is audio. If it has poor audio quality, you click off immediately, right? So if you can maintain a good sound quality, it will help, yeah? So, yeah, so I'm moving to the third point. Now, I said here that monetization should not be your goal. It is what we are talking about, but it shouldn't be your goal. You need a bigger reason to continue creating. Making monetization your goal might slow your progress or make you burn out. You know, why I'm saying this is that once you start creating and you make monetization your goal, you start focusing on it, you build that momentum and you get there. But then the thing is, once you arrive there, what next? Do you have that mental capacity, that creative capacity to continue creating more videos so people can watch you? You get it? So don't make it your goal. Make your passion, the drive for creating your videos, the goal. Enjoy what you're doing so that once, by luck or by chance, whatever it is, you reach that monetization stage, you know you truly love what you're doing. So I'll fall back on my first channel that I created. I got monetized in exactly 13 days. 13 days, less than 2 weeks. But I never monetized any of my videos for a whole year. Yes, because I wanted to see if it is something I'm passionate about. So I wake up every day, I create videos. I was creating at least three videos a day because it was entertainment. It was like more the trending stuff, right? So I would create videos. I was creating videos out till it became a part of me. You get what I mean? So when I realized that, okay, now I'm into it, I decided to turn on those green buttons to make some dollar. You get what I mean? So don't let the monetization factor be your main focus. Generate a passion, an internal passion for whatever you're doing. Gain knowledge, like learn more and enjoy what you do practically. And you will get there. Essentially, there is something we call, I've not touched on the subscribers yet, and neither have I touched on your views yet, because once you are creating something engaging that people are watching and you find ways to connect to people to watch it, your views goes up, watch time goes up, and automatically when people enjoy what you're doing, they will subscribe. And talking about the subscription, there is one way that a lot of people do it, and you should also do it too. That is a call for action. If I am watching your video and you tell me to subscribe, chances are that I may subscribe. But sometimes, if what you're offering me isn't valuable enough, I may decide against it. You get it? So focus on when you're doing something and you truly love it, people see it too. Yeah, don't think they don't notice. They see it. Although you're communicating to them through the lenses and all that, they see it and they know what type of creator you are, right? Okay, so the next one is set a baseline views goal. So what I mean by that is that, let's say today you have 100 subscribers, and for line, you know the audience are reacting to it, or you did something wrong, you go and check it and you improve upon it. So with time, you would graduate from from 50 views to 100 views. Then you set the same thing and then move on. The more people watch you, growth continues. I believe you get the whole picture. Okay, so the next one will be content video ideas, because at the end of this whole session, you have to understand how you're growing your subscribers, generating content ideas, and then also finding your niche, right? That's what I'm trying to let you understand by the end of this whole presentation. Yeah. So the next point will be content video ideas. So you've started your YouTube channel. Sometimes it's difficult to get ideas. What am I shooting next? What is that next idea? One of the easiest way to find out is we all have people in our niche, people who are doing the same things we are doing. So for example, if you are into entertainment, there is another channel doing entertainment too. If you are into travel, there are people doing travel too. If you like eating and it's a food blog, there are people doing it too. You need to go on there, search for what they have uploaded, take inspiration from some of the topics they've treated. So for example, if people are talking about street foods in, let's say, on the streets of Jamaica, you can do the same, but in Ghana. You get the gist. So these are ways you can get video ideas. That is one way. The second way is you have friends, we have family, brainstorm with them, people who support you. Just sit and brainstorm. Tell them this is what my channel is about, and this is where I want to grow my channel to. What ideas do you think I can come up with at this time? Brainstorm with people you have, make use of them, and it will be good for you. Also, once there is this analytical tool, vidIQ. You can also use them. It's free, but there's also a paid version. And they have something they call the daily ideas. So for example, based on what you upload, ideas that people have created or titles they think will function well with your channel. vidIQ. vidIQ. vidIQ, yeah. It's the same as TubeBuddy also. Those type of channels, yeah. And alternatively, you can also use your YouTube analytics too. once you go into the YouTube analytics, you would see that there are other videos that bring you views. So primarily, you would see that some of your views, maybe 10% of your views are coming from a specific content creator. You follow suit and then see what type of video it is and all that. Follow those numbers and try to understand them and see how you can tap in. So for example, if those videos are like traveling with no money in Ghana, you can see, okay, should I do maybe traveling in Trotro in Accra with no money? Like something similar. You can also feed off something. You get what I mean? You can always feed off ideas. And the other alternative is to ask your audience. I mean, you have viewers you're feeding videos to. Talk to them. What ideas do you guys have? What would you like to see? You get it? Because some of them may be shy. They would want you to go out there and do a lot of crazy stuff for them. And so it is only nice that you ask them. They will give you wonderful ideas. And then some of the ideas don't even stay there. Once you see and read some of the titles, you also get extra ideas, and then you can build on that one. Follow up on videos that perform well on your channel. That is one way you can also create, you can come up with other ideas. So for example, you have 10 videos on your channel, but you see that a particular video has done well. Maybe it is something related to real estate on your platform, right? Maybe it's about the money you quoted in the video. So maybe you should do something similar in a different style. You get it? To see if people would want to jump onto it and all that stuff. And in this, we are also trying to understand what our niche would be as a YouTube channel. Once you have your channel, you start uploading anyhow. There are people who come onto the YouTube space with a distinctive direction, what they want to do. So for example, for the guy I mentioned, he is into tech reviews and that's what he does. He knows that's where the passion is and nothing stops him. But there are other people who come onto the scene and they just love to create but are not sure which direction to go. For people like that, what you need to do is that you keep uploading with time. Sometimes I say this, YouTube will give you a niche. It forces a niche on you. So for example, one of your videos might go viral or it becomes a video that a lot of people go to. YouTube would automatically classify it as one of the, as what your channel is known for. And if you don't like it, you can move away from it. But if you like it, you do more of such videos and gradually it becomes your niche. You get what I mean? Also feed on your passion for niche. You can feed on your own passion. What you think you can do every day without anyone paying you. What you think motivates you enough to get up, take that phone, take that camera and go out there and record. And I will also say this, that you don't have to always show your face to be a content creator. There are some of you, you can speak very well. There are some you would want to show us your face. There are some you don't want to even appear in the video at all. There are several video or content opportunities out there where you can actually create without showing your face. So everyone can actually be a content creator, like I said before. Yeah? Okay. So the next will be stay up to date with YouTube changes, trends, and keep improving. So YouTube as a platform offers algorithm tools and they introduce new stuff. So for example, some time ago, it was YouTube stories, just like the WhatsApp status and the rest. And now it is shorts. Like anything you see YouTube introduce on the platform, try it out. Because most at times they only do it to help creators grow. And the creators that jump on that bandwagon, they help promote them as well. You never know where your next view is going to come from. So when you see them, hop on it and try it out. Okay? The next one will be stop focusing on the wrong things. I've spoken about it. That is the numbers. Whenever you are creating, set your mind to it and make sure this is my direction. This is where I want to go to and follow it. Don't be misled by things just like that, okay? And also, this is the most important thing of your creation or your content creation journey. This is the absolute important. That is, viewer satisfaction is the most important. Viewer satisfaction. Yeah? Now, the reason this is the most important is that YouTube as a platform is looking forward to promoting content that people will stay on their platform to watch. And so YouTube is not going to promote anything that they think people won't find engaging or people won't enjoy. You get it? So when you create content, make sure people who watch it enjoy it. Once your people are satisfied and YouTube sees it, YouTube will automatically also start promoting you. You get it? And the last one is to enjoy your journey. Whatever it is that you choose to do on YouTube, enjoy it. Now I have time for questions. If you have questions to ask, specific ones, I will take them. Yes, please. For the purposes of the live recording, I'll take this one.
All right. So if there is an ad in your video, right, and you are really posting the video, do you need to declare that there is an ad, like a paid ad? Because you know some content it will say it will show that this is a branded something content, a paid ad. How does it work?
Okay, for paid ads, it's basically you. Let's say ZeePay gets in touch with you to form a partnership to promote them. It makes sense for you to tell your viewers or your audience that you've partnered with ZeePay and they are paying you. Some will go, there are two ways to it. So one will choose the route of trying to convince the audience that they just love ZeePay and that ZeePay is not paying them anything. You get what I mean? And they try to convince the audience to purchase whatever ZeePay is offering, right? And the more honorable way to go about it is to inform your viewers. So that is up to you. As for YouTube, whether you indicate it or not, it's not really a big deal. It becomes a big deal when, for example, they have to place adverts that run in the same line. You know, these yellow adverts you see from Google AdSense, right? If, for example, it's something related to like a tech, let's say you are advertising for Samsung, then you need to indicate so that they won't put any other stuff from other competitors as well on your platform. Something like that. That's what I think. Yeah. Any question, please? Yes, please.
How do you? So is it that immediately you start posting, and then you get your 1,000 subscribers, and your is it 4,000 hours? Then automatically it starts monetizing, or you have to click something for that to happen?
So she wanted to know if it's automatic that once you reach the goals, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, then it's before you used to, you would have to do it manually, but now it's automatic. YouTube will immediately send you an email and then we'll do it. And then you will have to create your AdSense account and then tool it because that is where your money will come through from. Yes, you would see it. It's within the dashboard area. I can go on it with you one-on-one. Once we are done with this, if you have any private question, you can come to me also. I love those ones instead, yeah? You can come to me one-on-one. We'll treat everything, yeah?
A YouTube account, right? How much money did you make?
Oh. Yes.
I have a passion. I know what I want to do. So posting what I'm passionate about is not the hard part. It's about, is it worth my time? Posting, right? Because I can still be doing my passion without anybody knowing about it. So how long will it take for me to monetize or get a certain value which I deem, okay, this is taking me away from my family and my other work? So there's another angle to what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Monetization is not the only goal. It's not the only way to make money on YouTube, right? And so, for example, if you're saying that if you are investing your time creating videos, how long will it take for you to get monetized? It's different for everyone. There are creators, it takes them 3 years to get monetized. There are some, like I said, my first channel, it took me 13 days to get monetized. There are differences. You know, some get speedy growth, some get a very elongated one. Okay. 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 Values with money, with what you get.
Jessica
had mentioned she made $1.60, cents. That's monetizing, right? So my question is, how much? Put a figure.
Okay, for the figure, it's not direct. The reason is because it is cost per mile and it's dependent on where your videos are watched. So for example, in Ghana, per every 1,000 views is under $1. But for the US and some other parts, above $5 or $6 or something like that. You get it? So it's an aggregate of where your views are coming from. So for example, I may have a real estate video, he may have a tech video, and we both have, like, let's say 5,000 views. He may have earned, let's say, $50 on that video, whilst I make $10 on my video, although they are the same views. So it is dependent on, one, the length of the video, for example, the niche of the video. If it's tech related, they get more money sometimes. So you can't really say, my highest I've made is $700 for one video. That's my highest. Are you okay? Okay. Okay, so questions, please. Yes, please. We have about 5 minutes more.
Please, you said your channel got monetized in 13 days. Can you share with us like some of the techniques you used to get? Because it was new. Yeah.
So he is trying to know the techniques I used in growing my channel. So like I said, my first channel was an entertainment channel. Yeah, and at the time I created a channel on the 13th of December 2018, right? Getting close to that time, Stoneboy, Shatawale, Sarkodie, Samini all have live events. If you guys will remember, that was the year Stoneboy sold out the Fantasy Dome for the first time. And also Shatawale made a show at Manchagbona. They did it on the same day, right? So what I did was, a friend of mine told me the best way to get enough views and the numbers for the watch hours was to go live. So probably some of you might have watched my live feed back then. So I went live directly, and that's how I built the channel. So when you go live, at one point for that show, I had about 1,800 people watching live with me. And you get the watch hours just like that. It comes. And you talk to people, you text, please subscribe, because I'll bring you more shows. And they come to see this and that. So I was lucky that all the shows were running at the time. And I was lucky enough that when I live streamed it, it worked for me, right? It's still a thing, but I don't know if you can still employ it. So that was how I grew mine. And then after that, after the live one, I started doing this usual taking of Snapchat videos and piecing them together, telling stories. And then I realized it wasn't helping me. So I started doing the podcast version of the news. So I take pictures of the celebrities on what not I want to talk about. Then I do a voiceover and I send it across. And then I decided that wasn't also good. So I took my phone. And funny enough, it's this same phone. This same phone. I grew the first channel to 10,000. So, questions? Strike? Yeah. So, some of the things is using someone's material without permission. That's copyright. So that was what happened to me. So for me, I had 3 strikes. Your channel will only be deleted when you get 3 strikes, right? But initially, this is it. There are some automatic strikes, and there are some manual ones as well. So let's say you pick my video, and I later see it on your channel. I can tell YouTube to strike you down, to delete that video, and give you a strike. Yeah. So the best way is don't take other people's materials. Now, for me, in the case of entertainment, I had really no options, because when I do my sit-down videos, I have to bring footages to support what I'm talking about. So if I'm talking about, so one of of the videos I got strike for is this, for example. Let me tell you this. You all remember Asase Sound Clash? Stoneboy Shatawale Sound Clash. So I went on Facebook, I saw the video made by DJ Black. It was a cipher where Stoneboy and the then Bandana, I1 and Rest, they were going back to back in a battle. Yeah. I took it, I re-edited it, and I added my own spin on it, and I put it out there. In 7 days, it got 29,000 views. And then, like a few more days later, I got a strike for it. But that was a manual strike. DJ Black saw it, and he pulled it down. What did I do? I entered negotiations with him, sent him an email. I described myself and the offense I had committed. Yeah. So he never responded. For about 2 weeks, he didn't mind me. I digged and I found his number. I called him. And funny enough, immediately I mentioned my name. He knew exactly who I was. That means he read the email, but decided not to answer. And that was how it went until my channel was deleted. So let me tell you something. There are two variables always. Things we can control and things we cannot control. Whatever you can control, take charge of it and control it. And those that you cannot control, don't touch it. Yes, sir. No, strikes cannot be taken off. So what happens is that if you have a strike, you have to serve, I think, for 90 days. 90 days. So you do copyright school. You first do copyright school, and then after the copyright school, after 90 days, it will go off. So if you're lucky and you don't have 3 strikes within this 90-day period, then yeah.
Regina. You got one? Yeah, one copyright strike for Regina. The Nigerian celebrity, but I did a negotiation with her on email. Then she took it off.
Okay, that's also one.
Yeah, so
You were lucky.
yeah, so the YouTube people just took it off and just notified me that I emailed 2 times, but she never replied.
Yeah. Okay, so she listened. She read it. Why? See? I I get it. I I get it. Guys, see something. I'm really glad you took this class with me. I hope I've been able to impact something or shared something that is of value to you guys. Yeah. Yes.
Be on your live stream. When you go on live, there are some rules and regulations that you have to follow. If you don't follow that, they can give you copyright strike immediately. Don't give you first, don't give you second, don't give you third. They shut it down. There are some things which are not be shown, like pornography. It's not be shown. There are some people who hack your channel, they'll go stream live, doing Bitcoin. YouTube that is like Bitcoin. Yeah.
Talking about hacking your channel, please. If you are here and you've not done the 2-step verification thing, please do it immediately. It's very important. Yeah? Because it's painful if you grow your channel to, let's say, 1,000 subscribers and you're finally monetized and someone hacks your channel and takes over. You also what happened to Gojo Sheldon when his channel was deleted and stuff. Yeah, 2-step verification, please. It's very important. So that is it for now. I'm very grateful to you guys. Yeah, thank you very much. Sorry. My name, my details, Modin. Yes, sure. I'll give it to you. Okay. So she was asking of details. My name is Modin, Mordin. Modin, Mordin. Reach out to me and we can talk. If you want my number too, is 020000000000.
That was excellent. Thank you.
You enjoyed your session, eh? Wow. Hello.
Yes, Daddy.
Oh, City. With your voice, no chasing my okay. I can't live without you. Talk to me.
Daddy, the money.
Oh, yeah. I'm in short to a to hang us and two. Oba money for you now that you'll be able to me a wee. Have you done for? Yeah, may I my wife? Where is it?
In Siobeneto. You think slave queens are cheap?
Oh, no, no.
Just use ZeePay to send me 1,000 Ghana cedis. After all, the charge is only 5 cedis.
No problem. Come inside. Surprise visit.
The money.
Oh, okay. ZeePay mobile money.
Oh, thank you so much.
Don't mention.
I can even use the same ZeePay mobile money to pay my bills. Now let's
Dial *270# to pay all your bills with ZeePay mobile.
One-on-one sessions are coming up. So the master classes have come to an end. So for those of you who had seats up in front here, you can kindly relocate to your previous seats as the master classes are coming to an end. We've still got quite a number of sessions to go through. We've got the one-on-one sessions coming up. And then we've also got the panel discussions coming up. These are not going to take too much time. So we have 3 distinguished people who we are going to engage in a one-on-one session. They are going to answer questions about their journeys to where they are now. And I'm pretty sure they'll have some good insights for us. So let's settle down for the one-on-one sessions. But I hope you enjoy the master classes. I hope you enjoyed that and we learned a lot. Those who learned how to edit videos, basic video editing, did you take anything away? So if you were to edit a video today, you'd be able to do it. That's right. And also, the other session was on YouTube algorithm and copyright. I hope those who took that masterclass also learned a lot. And also YouTube for beginners, growing your subscribers for monetization. So let's give a round of applause to our tutors today, more than beat area. Let's give a round of applause for taking us through YouTube for beginners, growing your subscribers and monetization. Also, basic video making and editing, Rick Aqua. Thank you very much, Rick. Let's give it up for Rick. Let's give it up for Rick. And also Cyber Review, who did the YouTube algorithm and copyright. Let's give it up for them. You know, when we're beginning the program, I talked about showing appreciation when it is needed. These are people who have given us knowledge and given us something that we can hold on to in various fields when it comes to this digital space. So I think it's appropriate that if we are giving them a round of applause, we do it very well. Probably even cheer for them. Let's give it up for our tutors again. That's right. Thank you very much, tutor. So now we are about to have the one-on-one sessions. After the one-on-one sessions, we would have a break, a lunch break, and then we'll come and do the last one, which has the panel discussions. Various individuals will come up stage, and then we'll have the panel discussions. There are moderators for the panel discussions as well. You'll get the opportunity to ask questions as well. But for this session, I'm going to be engaging 3 individuals, asking them some questions about how far they've come in their journey to where they are today. So let's settle down for that. The very first person we're having this one-on-one session with is the CEO of ZeePay. He gave us a very nice address earlier. The CEO of ZeePay, Mr. Andrew Apia. Mr. Andrew Techi Apia is here. Let's give him a round of applause. Mr. Techiapia, please take a seat over there. Okay, is it working? Yeah, it's working. Mr. Techiapia, let's see if your mic is working. Okay, it's working. So during the one-on-one session, if you have any questions perhaps you want to put to him, maybe you can let him know and then he'll answer. Let's begin, shall we? So what should be the first question? Someone should give me the first question. What should be the first question to him? Why are you always in Adidas? First question.
I think the first thing is, thanks for having me. I'm obliged and I'm very grateful. Once again, all bloggers, it's exciting to see all of you in our building. Really, really exciting and most grateful. Why am I always in Adidas? When I was in grad school, I did a project on Reebok and then Adidas bought Reebok. So I've always loved Adidas. Secondly, I'm hoping that one day the CEO of Adidas will see me and will make me their brand ambassador.
Oh, so that's why you wear Adidas. Okay.
More the last than the first.
Interesting. But Reebok still has the brand. They still have a few sneakers and apparel around. So
I still wear Reebok, actually. I still. So look, I had a lot of fun too. I was in grad school. We're doing a consult. In America, grad schools, we do a lot of consulting projects. One of my biggest one was on Reebok, integrated marketing campaigns. And so we had to work with Diana King, Jay-Z, all these, what's the guy? Fabulous. Okay. Fabulous, all these exciting people. It was really exciting. Halfway through the deal, Adidas bought them. So, I don't know, I was always attracted to Adidas. But I have a few Reeboks though.
So between Reebok and Adidas, choose one. If you were to wear one brand for the rest of your life.
Adidas. I'm hoping the guy will see me.
Okay. So we know you as Mr. Andrew Techiapia. You are the CEO of ZeePay. But that's about all we know. But who are you really? What kind of person are you?
So I get confused when people ask me that. I think I'm just me. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say.
Okay, let me break it. Let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you. Take us from where you were born.
Oh wow.
How you grew up. Very short, very briefly, of course, not too long. You know, how you grew up, the schools you went to till you got to grad school where you were, and then we can take it from there to how you started ZeePay.
Okay, let me actually start this way. So when I heard you guys were having this event, I was very excited. I thought to myself, how can we help ecosystems grow? How can we be part of a wonderful ecosystem? Ghana has a lot of bloggers. I think, quite frankly, we all wake up in the morning and we check out yen.com, we check out n.com, all these blogging platforms. We check them out, Deborah, etc. So I was excited. How can we be part of this excitement? That's who I am. I'm the kind of person who believes in ecosystems. I believe that in every ecosystem, if you're able to build safeguards, when you're fallen, the ecosystem is able to hold you together. And I'll explain that. So I'm into financial services. But if I can build an ecosystem that has bloggers and people like you in it, then it means that you would hold me up and bear me up. So I believe in ecosystems. That belief system is what has guided me through my entire life, basically. Otherwise, my parents were pretty, very simple people. I had five siblings, 5 sisters. One of them died as we were growing up. So I have 4 sisters. I'm the youngest of 6 children. My parents had an only boy. It happens to be me. My mother had to wait for 12 years before I was born. So I guess when I was born, she was very happy. In terms of schools, I went to St. Augustine's, nothing exciting. I'm not sure about that, but
St. Augustine's.
Nothing exciting. Then I went to school abroad.
Which school did you go to abroad?
Put it this way, one of the schools.
One of the schools abroad. And St. Augustine's, you didn't do anything in the National Science and Maths school?
No, my day at 6 months.
Okay. This time around, you didn't do anything? How do you feel about the Prempeh boys winning?
I love it. We have a lot of Prempeh guys in our building. Surprisingly, we have only 2 Augustinians in our building, myself and Festus.
Oh.
Most of us are Prempeh guys. I support them.
I see.
And Oscar.
Anyway, that's just by the way. But let's talk about ZeePay.
Yes.
What, of course, you're a major player in the digital space.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to create or to set up ZeePay?
Okay, so I used to work for EcoBank. At some point, I was a market maker for EcoBank. Basically, I was the head of transaction banking. I was responsible for all of eastern part of Africa and southern part. So basically, from Kenya to South Africa. Very exciting role. At some point, we were working on a deal to sign on DSTV for the rest of Africa. But we had also just started deploying Fundamo. Mobile money originally used to be Fundamo. Then it became MTN Mobile Money, etc. And along the line, we just came across some stats. At the time, I think Africa had not more than plus or minus 15 to 20 million bank accounts. Those days, card circulation was only about 2-3 million. This is far back as 2008. So we all just realized that the future of mobile wallets, and more so because of the speed with which people signed on. Okay, by the time we got into 2010, we probably had, in Ghana alone, we had probably about 5 to 6 million wallets, whilst we didn't even have 3 million active bank accounts. And banking had been in Ghana for 100 years, if you add Stanchart and Barclays. So it was very clear that the future was going to be wallets. If you also look at what mobile money, mobile telephone itself had done, it had leapfrogged technology so much that your average person had a phone. It was either a feature phone, what we call watchman phone or yam phone today, or was some kind of smartphone. Right. Either we kept it off for 3 days and then we kept it on for 2 days because we had to charge it. So the average person had a phone. And so the best place to put a wallet is on a phone. So it just made sense. And if you look at remittances, 80% of us receive remittances across sort of like suburban and rural areas. So it made a lot more sense also to change the narrative. Believe it or not, and I've done this, so I'm not telling you a story. I've had to travel from a village called Takwa Breman to the main road, and it's 21 kilometers. So that's how far your average remittance receiver will travel to go and pick up their remittance. So fast forward, coming ZeePay, it means that remittances can be paid basically next door. You walk out, there's a mobile money shop. So it kind of made sense for us to go this way. So I kind of saw into the future. I also have a crystal ball at home. Every now and then I look into it.
So what do you see
now
for the future of ZeePay?
Well,
when you look into that crystal ball, what do you see?
I think I'll tell you what I see now, though. First, I see for the bloggers, I see that you guys are going to become that definition of news in Ghana.
Right.
Now, what do I see for ZeePay? I think what I see for ZeePay is I try so hard to be modest, but I can't help it. I see that we'll be number one. I see that we're going to rule this country. I see that we'll be a significant player in Africa. And I see that we're going to see a significant player in Europe. Why are we with that journey? We're clap some more, sincerely. There are some things that are facts and you got to believe in it. I want to leave you guys with something before I go. I know I've been trying to avoid these questions. I'll talk to you about myself at some point. But you need to come to a place where you have a nationalistic sense of pride. You need to be very nationalistic. It's about your country. All you have is Ghana. Quite frankly, if Ghana dies, we're all dead. We're dead by our lineage, we're dead by our parents, we're dead by our stories. Is that true? So we need to have that strong sense of nationalism, and we need to build national brands. Anything national should be built. It should take preeminence and precedence over anything foreign. So in that regard, I believe I'm going to be number one.
Right. And what has been the biggest challenge? What has been the biggest challenge for you since you started ZeePay?
So we started 7 years ago. I started in 2014. 2014, 14, 15, I spent that 2 years talking to regulators and then also trying to get some form of regulatory approval. I think the biggest challenge across the continent, not Ghana per se, is just getting regulators to understand and appreciate the business model. The other thing is that our business model is not just mobile money or remittance, right? We're trying to build a bank on a wallet. Let me ask a simple question before I continue. How many of us know about FIDO? If you know Fido, raise your hands. Can anybody tell me what Fido does? They do loans, right? How many of us know about Bima? If you know Bima, raise your hands. What does Bima do? Somebody said insurance. So we have lending, we have insurance. How many of us know about remittances? If you know ZeePay, what does ZeePay do? Remittances. How many of us know about payments? Everybody does. MTN, Airtel, Vodafone, we all do payments, right? So retail banking is going to be on a wallet. Retail banking is going to be on a wallet. Corporate banking will remain with the banks. But the concept or idea of retail banking is going to be on a wallet. If you go to Europe today, N26, Revolut, Wise, all of these platforms are banks. They are retail banks that were fintechs before. If you look at our market, 80% of us are young people. The age of 1 to 45 is the most predominant age across all sectors, all divide, all regions, whatever. So clearly, our comfort and our lifestyle is dictating the pace. My greatest challenge is regulators beginning to appreciate that. Because when regulators appreciate that, then they start to look at models that are designed to help all of us. My second greatest challenge is actually called cohesion. Having a bunch of people come together to work to achieve what we've achieved. For me, where I come from is called culture. Making sure you have the right culture, the right mindset, right fit to be able to achieve an output.
So you are one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the digital space here in the country. There are a lot of people here who are all aspiring to become entrepreneurs, because if they are going to start their own channels and do other things related to the digital space, they'd want to make money off of it. So that's a form of entrepreneurship. What is that one thing or one advice that you give to them based on your experience in building a business in the digital space? What is that one thing that you tell the people here to hold on to become successful?
I think I say it so often, it sounds like a broken record, but it's several things of one. You need to solve a problem. So you're a blogger, right? How many of us know about Twitter? I do. Anybody? You'll be amazed the power of Twitter. On Twitter, you can have specific engagements targeted at financial services, fashion, whatever. So why don't you be specific? As a blogger or a vlogger, why don't you come to a realm where I'm going to solve a problem, maybe dedicated to education, child abuse, whatever you want to call it, and focus on that and build that. So that's the first thing. That's solve a problem. That problem is bringing an awareness of something to everybody. Or even take fintech and create that realm of fintech news. So you're bringing awareness. Then the second thing is you got to be consistent. The hard days will come. In fact, the brutal days will come. There'll be days when you'll be so down, you want to give up. But don't give up. Just be consistent. So solve a problem, be consistent, and in that process, collaborate and partner, and you'll be able to monetize. If you can do those three, write it down in your Bible, you'll be rich. Because it's a function of time.
Very well. I would have to be coming to the end of this one. But you mentioned something at the end which got me curious. Are you a rich man?
I hope I am. First of all, it's by definition, right?
Okay.
So wealth is a function of definition. The guy who has 1 cent and gets $2 is wealthy. The guy who has $2 and gets $100 is wealthy. The guy who makes $1 million is wealthy, right? In my case, I'm aspiring to be useful to society.
Okay. So if your bank account went zero, what would be your first action?
It won't bother me because I have me.
You have you.
Yeah, I have the
and that's
power
where
of
your
me.
wealth is.
Yeah, the power of me is my wealth.
That's a great answer, isn't it? Right. Would you rather be a CEO? You're a CEO now, but would you rather be a CEO or a shareholder?
I think from the lessons I've learned, I'd rather be a shareholder.
Why?
I don't have to report. Look, as a CEO, you report to a board. A lot of people get it wrong. They think that once you're CEO, you're on your own. No. You have to be the first to be at work because you got to set the right example. You report to a board. You have a chairman. He might not have a view with you, especially if you are the majority owner. You still have a chairman. He might not have a view with you. You have to caucus that chairman. You have to caucus all the other board.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. Apart from that, if you have investors, you have to make sure that you always have something called EBITDA. EBITDA is the most, whatever. You need to always make sure that your EBITDA at a certain margin. So you can spend some kind of money. So all of that, with all that pressure, and making sure your team is cohesive, there's a lot of cohesion, you're on the right direction, you're profitable. I'd rather be a shareholder, come to a shareholders meeting and take dividends.
And take your money and just go.
Yeah, in fact, that's the money I want, actually.
Okay, a last one. The last one before you go. You've got you can create wealth. You'd like to consider yourself a wealthy man. So if you have a lot of money and you were to make a will, would you rather leave your kids with everything that you have or leave them with nothing?
Well, frankly speaking, my father left me with something, so I have to leave my kids with something. I believe in the concept of building for our own.
Right.
But I think that, to correct you, my wealth is by virtue of the fact that I have me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because of dollars. My wealth is the fact that I have me. You see, once you have a self-belief, and your self-belief, it's able to integrate into society, then you're wealthy because you'll be able to survive. Do you understand me? That's why your average guy will come from the village and sell coconut by the tree or under the tree, and eventually will sell tons of coconut, and at some point will have a coconut bar. Do you understand? Because he has himself. So just to correct you. Secondly, I think that as parents that we will become, we need to build our children. I find that something we don't do in this country is we don't teach our children to problem solve. So we need to teach them to problem solve, because when they problem solve, they'll be wealthy. Everybody wants a guy who can solve the problem, right?
That's true. Let's give him a round of applause. We started with a question from the audience. We'll end one question from the audience. Just one.
I think
and then we have our next guest. One. You have a comment. Okay, fine. A comment.
Yes, hello. Yes, I just felt compelled to say this because earlier on you had asked who Andrew is, and I had to say that he is an exceptional man. He's an exceptional human being.
Wow.
He is a visionary. I mean, you were talking a lot about him being rich, and that's just, you're talking about money, but he's rich in the sense of him being such an amazing leader. I've had the opportunity to work with him and, with his team, and he's like no other leader that you've experienced. He's very free with them. He's down to earth. And the best part is that he believes in every single person that is here. Whether they're even qualified or not, he makes them feel qualified and he believes in them. And I think that's why ZeePay is so successful, because he's rising, but he's pulling everybody that is in this company that gets in touch with him. And that's something that we lack sometimes as a country. And that's why sometimes you find that as Ghanaians, we're not moving forward together.
Right.
But if ZeePay was Ghana, was a country, we would be light years ahead. And so that's the kind of leader or man that you're seeing. You see on his shoe, the lion, that's what he loves. And he is it. He is a great leader.
That's
Believes
beautiful.
in us.
Very beautiful testimony coming from someone, So thank you very much, Mr. Andrew Techiapia, the CEO of ZeePay. And I believe that we've taken quite a lot from this small engagement that we've had today. Haven't we? Definitely we have. Thank you very much. Let's give him another round of applause. All right. So we have another one-on-one session. Our next guest, if you are in the YouTube space and you watch the Ghana YouTube space, you definitely know who he is because he is the biggest. With a round of applause, if he's around, let's welcome Wodimaya to take the seat and let's have an engagement. Wodimaya. Okay. I understand he's outside somewhere. Okay, he's up there. Yeah, there he is. There he is. There he is. Let's give the round of applause as he joins us over here. Maybe. Maybe. But the first question will come for the audience, so you should be thinking. Who wants to ask the first question when he gets here? Who wants to ask the first question? Okay, I see only one hand up. All of you are content creators, and none of you have a question for Odemaya. None of you. I'm surprised. All right, so here's your mic. Okay, the gentleman over there has a question. So what's your question? Can we get the mic to him? Good question. Good question. Right.
Okay. So my real name is Kobina Akun, from Takoradi. But Wadamaya, I was based in China. I started my YouTube journey in China. And African parents want to throw somewhere engineering and become a YouTuber. So I tried to tell my dad that I want to be a YouTuber, but part-time. He's like, you know what? Don't call me your dad anymore. My dad never spoke to me for like 3 weeks because I wanted to be a YouTuber. But, you know, men, we're always close to our moms, right? So my mom was like, you know what? Your dad is extremely mad, but just do your thing, but on a low key. All right. So my mom just kept on encouraging me. And when my YouTube channel blew up, my mom finally convinced my dad to accept that I just want to do this. So if you say Wadamaya, it literally means my mom. But I'm not your mom though. So the name Wadamaya means my mom. But I lived in the northern part of China. So it's a catchy phrase that everyone uses. And I am Maya. It's a phrase that if I, as a foreigner, I say I am Maya in so many places in China, I get stuff for free. It's a catchy phrase. I mean, as a foreigner speaking Chinese, because I speak fluent Chinese. So I am Maya literally means, oh my God, but Wadamaya means my mom, just to honor my mom for supporting me.
Right. So you speak Chinese, you speak Mandarin.
Very well.
Okay, so give us a welcome address in Mandarin.
Tasho Woyingai Huanyin the Mendo Lai Jelly.
Oh, is that all? What does it mean?
Like, I'm just welcoming all of them in here, and thank you all for coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
So what made you want to become a YouTuber? For you to go and tell your dad and tell your mom, for your dad to get angry and all of that. Why did you want to become a YouTuber?
I didn't want to become a YouTuber. The YouTube journey was born out of boredom. I was literally bored because I went to school in China 3 months without school fees. So I was not going to school. It's a long story, but let me put it that way. I was not going to school. So I was just in the dormitory. But in the dorm, I had nothing to do. And then a friend of mine came to me and said, you know what, we are not doing anything. Let's go find some Chinese women, right? And out of that, we're like, okay, let's come out. And we started making videos. And it was just a video talking about Chinese women, 18th February 2013, sorry. So bored, talking about Chinese women, we recorded, but I was the main character. So they gave me the video. And I didn't know where to keep it. So I kept it on YouTube as a storage place because I didn't have a pen drive that time. So I put the video on YouTube, just like that. And then my friends watched the video and they started, oh, you're funny, oh. But I started cracking more jokes and no one was watching. My friend decided to tell me that you're no longer funny. So from there, since my friend were telling me that I'm not funny, that's why I decided to use their negative remarks as my source of inspiration. That's why I always tell YouTubers that if you are doing stuff and no one is hating on you, you can go to Malcolm, you can go to ShopRite and go and ask them, is there anywhere I can buy haters? Because haters helps you grow. And I believe that my journey, it has been haters that made me who I am today. That's it.
Do you know any of your haters?
A lot. A lot.
Are any of them in this room?
I mean, no one can hate me now, eh? Yeah.
So how do you deal with the haters?
Those days, it used to get into me. You know, those days, somebody can comment on a video, and then you go to your room and you start crying.
What's the worst comment on a video that you've seen?
Hey, you don't look good on camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those days. See, I've had like crazy comment. That's why these days, when I'm there, no one is telling me something. I'm like, why are you guys loving me too much? Because I love the hate, you know. Because I have a thick skin now. Because those days, my own roommates, classmates, it's not coming from people that I didn't know. It was coming from my friends. So you can imagine if my friends are saying this, how much more than seeing a stranger telling me that you're no good now. No, my friends told me that 5 years ago. So right now, I don't really care. That's how it is.
So how did you handle that when you saw that comment?
So right now, what I do is like every comment, I get positive response out of it. See, I don't know how to explain to you that in 2020, I received one of the worst comments during COVID time, but I built wealth out of that comment.
What comment was that?
So I used to travel around Africa, promoting Africa, because I was tired of seeing Africa in a negative light. So I decided to set up a project called Africa to the World, uniting African YouTubers to tell the African story. When I started, I mean, it was getting grounds, but the growth was not that much. Then I came to Ghana during COVID time, and then people started saying that, oh, you keep on traveling all over the world trying to promote Africa, but the things that you are promoting are owned by Chinese, are owned by Lebanese, are owned by foreigners, not for Africans. See, I mean, I thought I was promoting Africa, and that comment was consistent. It was not a single day. I just packed my stuff, left ACCRA, went to Kumasi for the first time, and I went, and there's a woman who invited me to her resort, and I asked her, are you sure you built this? She said, I built it. I said, how long did it take you to build this? She said, 4 years to buy the land, to pay for the land. It took 4 years. I said, can I interview you? She's like, why not? That video went viral. And since then, you see me interviewing CEOs after CEOs after CEOs. And every CEO that I interview, they're like, can I be your father? Can I mentor you? And this is where I am. You cannot get money from them, but the kind of knowledge that they're going to share with you can lead you in any path that you want to go.
So you've sort of gone into the inspiration behind the kinds of videos that you do.
Yeah.
So with what you do on your YouTube page,
yeah,
you know, what comes into your mind before you decide that I'm going to do content on this, so I'm going to do content on that? What's your thought process before you arrive at, okay, let me go out there and do this?
I've never planned any single video on my channel. I go
spontaneous?
I've never, ever, there's no single video. A big shout out to Makinjo. I think I met Makinjo in Port Harcourt. It was not even planned. I just called him and I'm like, yo, this is Makinjo. I've never done any video like that before. I really want to meet him and create content. It's not, I don't plan content. And let me tell you something, as a content creator, if you always plan your content, it doesn't go well. The content that you just wake up, shower, put water on your body, go out, start talking, that's the content that fly. Have you ever noticed that content that you take your time to edit, content that you spend so much time on it, doesn't even do well? But the one that you just, and then by the time everyone is saying, oh, this is your best video. But this video, I didn't really plan it. So I decided to go with the flow. I met the owner of, I interviewed the CEO of this company, ZeePay. It was not planned. I just met him. We started talking, and I was in Congo and people were talking about it. You see, so go with the flow and then just do your thing.
Go with the flow.
That's it. Go with the flow. I mean, see, content should be something that you have passion for. Don't let people force you to create content. If you have passion for it, every day you wake up and you want to create something new. And I always tell people that there's so many stuff to create. Just look at your surroundings. Look at what you enjoy doing. I met somebody who loves eating, right? And I told him that, hey, if I were you, I would just eat and create. Because that's what you enjoy doing. You never get tired of eating. I love talking. I never get, but I want to talk for you to pay me. That's how it is. So whatever hobby that you have, take advantage of it. That's it.
So what is, do you have any regrets? Do you have any regrets getting into the YouTube space?
The only regret why I never started this earlier.
That's the only regret you have.
Yeah, I think I should have used my aeronautic engineering money for YouTube. if I knew.
That's what you studied in school.
I'm an aeronautical engineer by profession.
Have you practiced that?
Of course.
Where?
In China. I was based in China. So I lived in China for 6 years.
What were you doing exactly?
I deal with wings. So I started with school like 4 years. And then I deal with wings, aircraft wings. And from there, that's when I got tired and I decided to, because as an engineer, you don't earn more than a YouTuber.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
I see. Okay. So just like I asked the CEO of ZeePay, there are a lot of content creators here. What is that, one thing, one lesson that you've learned? Of course, I know that you've taken a lot of lessons from all the things that you've said here, but that one thing that you want people to focus on, that one lesson that you've learned that you can impart on them in their journey to become successful, content creators?
Focus on your craft. It's very important. Stop jumping on people's stuff. There's only mistakes that so many content creators in Africa make is like seeing somebody creating something, seeing that what that person is creating is working for them, they all jump on it. You can't jump on people's craft because that is not you. So focus on your craft, be consistent, work hard, you'll get the end result. That's it.
Is YouTube profitable for you?
Very.
How so? Give us.
I'm not going to give figures because a lot of bloggers now will change my story after today. But I'm just going to tell you.
Give us a sense of understanding of how it's.
So like. See, YouTube is not even about views. Is Ama Governor here? Because she exposed herself, so I can use her as an example. She's not here. So YouTube is not about views. It's about locations. Where are people watching you from? So I've seen a YouTuber in Ghana who was making videos. I mean, she's quite known. But she opened her YouTube showing people how much she makes. If you had a video, you could have played it. And then a video of 30,000 views, she's making like $20. And in total, like all her YouTube career, she has made like $2,000 or something. I called her myself because I felt so sad. Because I felt like, what are you doing wrong? So I had to let her open her analytics. And I checked it out and I'm like, 70% of the people that are watching are from Ghana. And that is the biggest mistake. So many of you focus so much on being famous, See, I don't think some of you even knew that I was a Ghanaian. Because that was not what I was focused on. You focus on your craft. So focusing on, getting known, getting popular, getting famous. That is not the end goal. The end goal is to make an impact. And as soon as you make an impact, you make an income. But if you go for the fame, you forget the vision. You forget why you are here.
That's right. Okay, so before you go, let's play a game. A very simple game.
Wow.
Yeah, very simple game.
I hope it's something that I'm used to.
A very simple game. I'm pretty sure you've played with your friends before. It's called Truth or Dare.
Okay.
Yeah, so Truth or Dare.
I'll go for truth.
You go for truth?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the cringiest thing you've done for views?
Ha! What is the
cringiest thing you've done for views? Something you are not proud of, but you did it because you wanted views.
Wow. I think I did everything out of, like I'm very spontaneous with my content, yeah?
So something that, you rather would not have done, but because you needed the views, you came out of your shell or you came out of your comfort zone. It wasn't the best. It was unorthodox, but you decided to do it because, Charlie, if I do this thing, the views will come up.
No, it's in gutter, eh? But that was Rwanda when I was sitting in the gutter. But it was not, the gutter was clean. So
why did you excite you to
No, because like I told you, I'm very spontaneous.
Yeah.
So I was in Rwanda and everybody's saying that Rwanda is clean. Then I was walking in the gutter and I saw somebody cleaning the gutter and I'm like, this does not happen in Ghana. This guy cleans the gutter 5 times a day. There's a restaurant. I just went to buy my food and I just went to sit in there just to prove to people that it's clean. But I don't think that was. Yeah, I think when I went to Namibia, I spent time with the Himba people and they put some stuff on my skin Okay, that was the craziest thing I've ever done. Because it took me like a week for me to clean my body to have my skin back. I think, and the video blew up. I think a lot of people see me in town and they ask me questions like, "Oh, did they give you a woman?" I'm like, "Yeah, I had no idea what happened to me." You just saw the 30-minute video.
All right, let's do another one.
Yeah.
Truth or dare?
Okay, they said I should put there. Okay, there.
Dare.
Okay.
Do a TikTok challenge.
Hey, which one is
there
the
are a
famous
lot of bloggers here, so
who is a TikTok?
I'm pretty sure they are recording and all of that.
TikTok.
So you can do Onaina, or you can do, I don't know,
alcohol. Yes.
Alcohol, or you can do alcohol, or what else? What other TikTok
I need a
challenges
TikTok
there?
vloggers. You have a TikTok vlogger here.
What's other TikTok challenges there?
I'm not on TikTok, so.
Which one?
Yes.
What shall I say?
I don't know how to dance.
You don't know how to dance. DJ, do you have that song?
Someone can help me. Any TikTok? No one is a TikToker here. Okay, let's create something.
All right, so yeah, do a TikTok challenge. Get on your phones, get on TikTok. Let's see Wodimaya do a TikTok challenge.
Yes.
Let's make sure that he goes viral.
Me? I don't know how to dance.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I need a song.
What shall I say? DJ, do we have that? Do we have that? Okay, so the DJ is getting it ready, and then you do a TikTok challenge for us right now. So, Wodimaya, Kowechi Kaka. Kowechi Kaka. Kowechi Kaka.
What shall I say? What shall I say?
All right.
Truth, man.
Well,
Truth all the way.
Wodimaya couldn't dance.
No,
You couldn't dance. You can't dance. Okay. That will be it for Wodimaya. But the very last one, truth or dare? Pick dare.
Truth.
Pick dare.
Nah.
Pick dare.
Truth.
Truth or dare?
The truth.
Are you sure?
Very sure.
Are you sure?
Very, very sure.
Who is your secret YouTube crush?
Hey! That's truth, eh?
Yeah.
My girlfriend is here.
No worry.
Do you know that?
Truth. Nothing but the truth. See, I have a Bible on my tablet, so hold the tablet and swear. We are in court. That whatever you are going to tell us shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Crush?
Yes. Who's your secret YouTuber?
There's so many though.
YouTuber crush. Who?
I mean, a secret YouTube crush.
Who are you crushing on YouTube?
Like it has to be secret. My girlfriend is a YouTuber, and I've been crashing on her since day one.
No.
I mean, apart from my...
No, your girlfriend is out. Who are you crashing on? Who are you crashing on? That nobody knows you are crashing on. So today you have to reveal the secret. Who are you crashing on?
Candice, eh?
I'm not answering for him. Let the man answer his own question.
Who is that? Okay. What? Who is that? You have any idea? Must the person come from Ghana or something?
Oh, the person can be from anywhere. Doesn't necessarily have to be Ghana.
Yeah, Ivy Prosper.
Ivy Prosper.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Wodimaya. Let's give him a big round of applause. The biggest YouTuber with the biggest YouTube channel in Ghana. So, like the YouTubers always say at the end of every video, subscribe, like, and share. Say it in Mandarin before you go.
It's in Mandarin.
Yes, say it in Chinese before you go.
Hey, that one I can't remember.
Oh.
I can't remember. But if you're here and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, kindly do so. And please don't give up on whatever you're doing. Keep doing your thing and stay focused. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let's give it up once more for Wodemaya, Ghana's biggest YouTuber. I hope we enjoyed that session. And we have another one-on-one session. This time around, it's with, we've moved from the biggest in Ghana. We're moving to the biggest in Africa. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you are waiting to see him here. Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause, let's welcome YouTuber Mark Angel. Let's welcome him.
What shall I say? Oh, what you
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Angel, round of applause. Big round of applause.
What shall I say? Oh, what you
Thank you for coming. Please pick up your microphone. Where is Emanuela?
Emanuela has to be in school. She's in Nigeria.
Would she have loved to come?
Yes.
Does she have any message for the people that you were coming to see?
And she said I should tell the people of Accra that she loves Ghana. And she wants to come to Ghana next year. So next year, we're going to do a tour in Ghana.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
All right, let's give a round of applause for that if you want to see that. Okay. Does anyone have a question? Who would want to ask Mark Angel the first question? You? You? Okay. Best advice to someone who is just starting a YouTube channel?
2 words, don't stop. Don't stop. You're just starting, don't stop.
Is that all?
Man, that is the best thing you
just
can
don't
do.
Stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Okay.
From starting now, you have owned one channel and you have become a YouTuber. It's starting that starts it. Don't stop.
So that's all. If you are starting, don't stop. So how did you start? You were a comedian, right? So getting into the YouTube space, with your craft and all of that, how did it all begin?
Okay, see, one mistake that people are making is that they are calling me comedian.
Oh, you're not? My bad.
A person is funny, it doesn't mean that the person is comedian. No.
A lot of your videos are funny, so people assume, but my bad.
No. I mean, I don't blame. That's the perception that I give, But in real sense, I am just one person that is creating content. Because a lot of people don't know. I own other channels, moving on. I own other channels that are not even doing comedy. They are doing dramas, we are doing travel, we are doing other things. So it's content creation that I do. Okay, how I started there, I like film making. In fact, I like pictures. I like anything that you... Okay, let me give you one story. I used to work in a cyber cafe back in 2006. And then I stumbled onto Window Movie Maker. You guys know that thing, right? So I carried, and I said, wow, okay, this is what they used to make movies, I carried the clip and I started fiddling with the thing. And I was able to edit something and it came out very well. And I was like, I'm a filmmaker. And that was how I got, yes. I made my first edit. I edited one, what's this guy's name? One music. I changed the music. I turned the music upside down. In fact, if the guy had seen that, the guy would slap me. Turn the music upside down. But I liked it because I now knew that I could make a story. It's storytelling. I could tell a story the way I want it with the tools. So I found out that I want to send out messages. I can edit message the way I want people to perceive it and send out. and with what they watch that they believe. So all the positive messages I want to send out of Africa and my neighborhood, especially my neighborhood at that time, I knew I could use editing and storytelling to, change the narrative. That was how I started.
So that's how you started?
Yes.
So it's a passion that you have?
Yes.
Or it's a passion that you had, one can say.
Yeah.
Did you go to any school to study for this kind of thing? Or just from the movie maker, that Windows Movie Maker, you edited your first video and you just sort of started from there?
Well, I started from there, sort of. Then, I now found out that, okay, I now went to school. I got admission and went to school. But I was studying medicine. It was not working for me.
You wanted to be a doctor? To save lives?
It was not working for me. You know how your parents will tell you that you have to go to school, study medicine, and then every time your mother is passing on the road, they say, "Mama, doctor." She'll be like, yeah, that's what she wanted.
But did you want to be a doctor? Or it was something which
I didn't
was
even know what
I
I wanted. I knew that I had to go to school and study something, but I wanted to make films, So fortunately for me, I got troubles with paying my school fees. And there was nothing my parents could do about it. So I left school and I said, okay, you know what? Let me just even go and learn something. I was working as a photographer in school. I was saving up, but I wanted my parents to pay school fees. But since they could not pay the school fees, I took the money that I saved and used it to travel to go and learn photography and editing. So I said, if you guys cannot pay my school fees, I have to drop out now. And they say, yes, so no while, just wait. Say, thank you, Jesus. I went and studied, learned photography, learned editing, and then I came back and started working in Nollywood. But that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to be able to, it's about storytelling. I wanted to tell my own stories. I wanted to, and then I found out, okay, yeah, I can now just be out of job, be jobless, be unemployed, and, start something that I can grow. That was how I started YouTube.
So with YouTube, at what point did YouTube come in? Did you decide to start putting your content on YouTube? So you create a page and start putting your content there. Apart from, of course, all the other social media handles that were there, YouTube, in particular. How did that come in?
Okay, I started with WhatsApp. In fact, I did not start with WhatsApp. I started with one-on-one. I don't know if it happened in Ghana. There was a time when you have these guys with computer on the street that will come and download music and put on your phones. Yeah, you guys had it in Ghana. We had it in Nigeria too. So I would go and meet them, give them 20 naira, and tell them, anybody that come here, when you finish pushing music, and carry this my video and put in the person's phone. That was how I started. And I will meet somebody. Have you watched my video? Say, who are you? I say, wait, let me show you. One-on-one, and then I started using WhatsApp to share the videos. So it was crazy. Like, I remember there was a time that I would come into this conference and I would be introducing myself to everybody. My name is Mark. I do videos. Let me have your number. I'll send it to you. So I had contacts. At the time, I was sending videos to 17,000 people on my phone. Yeah, 17,000 people on my phone. In fact, somebody discovered it and then told somebody about it, and a telecom company called me and said, let's buy your contact. And I said, I'm not selling. What are you buying it for? So I was able to share it. And now in 2013, I now found out, okay, I could go beyond sharing to Nigerians. I can start sharing to people who watch it. Because at that time, Nigerians didn't watch YouTube. Like, there was no data to watch YouTube. So I now put it on YouTube and knew that other people from other countries would find it. I watch YouTube tutorials, how people are making videos and how they're sharing on YouTube. So I followed some steps and I was able to get a few people to watch, and then it started growing from there.
So what's the best content to you've created?
This is not my real face. When Emanuela came on board.
This is not my real face.
Yes.
How did that one come? Where did you find Emanuela to bring her on board you know, to start creating those videos with her? Because those videos are among one of your most viral, most watched content, you know, on YouTube and other social media platforms. So how did that happen? There's water, please.
Okay. Is it for me?
Yes, it is for you.
Thank you. So,
let me get that for you.
Thank you. So, as a YouTuber, just like every YouTuber has experienced, there are times that you make content that you will not get views. But the journey is to discover your niche, discover your audience. So in that race, you will try a lot of things and know what works best for you. So I tried a lot of things. In fact, I made videos, make long videos, made short videos, and I found out that I tried with Emanuela because I needed children content, right? Because there was no content that children were consuming. And I said, okay, you know what? I'll be making skits with children. Maybe this week I do with children, next week I do with, you know, my fellow adults. And I found out at the time I used to have children who would come to the house, their parents would bring them to the house to come and learn dancing and learn things, and you know, because people in my area believe that I could teach anything entertainment because they always saw me with camera. So Manuela came for holidays in my house. Manuela is my distant cousin. She came for holidays in my house and she was part of the children. I was always, you know, saying, oh yeah, sit down, let us add drama and all that. Then I gave her the role. She played it very well. We tested it out. It took us like one whole day to shoot a 1 minute and 26 seconds video. We were able to get it, and that video just went,
just went viral.
I say, So instead of using that, I said, let me use the child again. I tried again. Even went, I said, joy! I've been wasting my time.
This is it.
So that was how the Emanuela journey started.
Okay. So, of course, you work closely with an Emanuela. You've described her as your distant cousin. What kind of person would you say she is? I'm pretty sure a lot of people are interested in knowing that. And what is it like to work with her?
Emanuela is a very lovable person. Very lovable child. In fact, if you stay around Emanuela, you just know that this life, nothing the inside do. everything is a joke to her. Like nothing is serious. Mala told me recently that the only thing that is serious in this life is death. You know, like she's a very lovable kid. Very lovable kid. Some of the people that have stayed around her, I mean, she's very lovable. That's the only word I can remember. English, I don't know how to speak English.
So at this point, what does it feel like to be described or to be the biggest or largest content creator when it comes to YouTube on the African continent? What is that feeling like?
It just makes you know that you have responsibility. You know, you have responsibility. You can't just be... The aim is not to be the biggest. The aim is to have focus on Africa. We have a lot, like we all here, we are better than any other continent. If you ask me, I've made my research. And the aim is to bring whatever it is that these platforms are giving to other people, to bring it down here. You know, so it's responsibility, big responsibility. So I think right at this point, I'm trying to get bigger content creators to saturate the African market so that the responsibility will reduce.
And this is a great platform to do that. There are a lot of people here who are content creators themselves. So like I've asked every panelist who has sat here, what is that one thing that you've learned throughout your journey to this point that you tell them to hold on to make sure that they become as successful as you? You already said that.
Give him mic. Okay. Don't stop. Don't stop. Just be consistent. A lot of things come like what they said. You have a lot of haters. They are not haters per se. They are motivators. And don't let them distract you. A lot of people will tell you, come on, get away, you're not funny. I hate this video. This video, I just wasted my data in this journey. But those same people, if you want to take note, study one particular fan. Every time you upload a video, look for that fan. You find out that one day, that same fan is going to say, wow, this is the greatest video I've ever watched. That same fan that's been telling you, remove this thing from the internet. That same person is going to tell you the same. So it's not like they hate you. It's culture. It's internet culture. It's bullying, and people find fun in doing it. So don't let it deter you, you know, and then just know that content is king in this business. Another thing is take your content creation, English, yeah, Jesus.
Seriously?
Take it seriously. Take it as a business, because it won't be nice that you're a content creator and at the end of the day you end up a content creator. You should be a business person who employs. The aim is to get people employed. You know, just like the CEO of ZeePay said, is to get people employed and then plan to employ people to, you know, also be involved. That way, I think you attain success. Then from the beginning, first, like what they said, it is not about fame. First, plan out your business. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve with this channel? What exactly do I want to achieve? Some people, you have a side business that you want to use the YouTube channel or the content you're creating to promote. Some people, you want to send messages out. You want to change the narrative of Africa. You want to have people travel. You need to know what you want to achieve. Then you ask yourself, why? And then write it down. So that when you start employing people, they are going to have the same culture. They will know what this company, that now you've gone from a company to a brand, from a brand to a company. They will know what the company stands for, so that, you know, you will not lose the vision along the way.
Do you have any regrets treading this path?
The same regret that he has, or they had. Why did I not start in 2006? In 2006, that time that I edited that, and I would have just said, yeah, YouTube. But that one day.
But what?
That one day. You know, I regret not starting early. Not like I didn't. I knew that was YouTube, but it was Ashibri. It was doing me Yeboah. You know, I didn't understand the thing. I was like, this Oyibo people something. Until I just said, you know what, let me even be able to send this thing to Oyibo people. I wish I had sent it out. But I mean, what they started earlier. He knew. I'm sure we understand that.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to speak English.
So it comes back to what he said first. Don't stop, right? If you want to start now. So let's play a game. Let's play a game now. Do we want to?
But I don't know how to dance.
But are we ready to play the game? Do we want to play the game? Yeah, let's play the game. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Truth. What is your biggest fear as a YouTuber?
My biggest fear as a YouTuber is to wake up one day and I can't pay the people that are employed, you know, and that is not being able to reach out to people. And when you don't reach out, you don't get paid. When you're not able to put your voice out, you don't get paid. When you can't narrate story, you don't get paid. And then it means that the people who you are responsible for, you fail them.
Is it a difficult thing to do with all the content that you create, putting it out there, it's monetized, getting the income in, paying all the people that you need to pay, those who work with you? Is it difficult?
If I want to lie to you now, I'll tell you it's not difficult. But I will not lie to you, it's difficult. Every trade is difficult, but then when you start enjoying it, it becomes a job. Like it becomes your work. You wake up in the morning and know that this is what you have to do, and that's why you need to stay healthy. No matter what you're doing, let your health be one priority in your life, because the day you fall sick for 1 week, algorithm will say, where is that guy? He's not posting again. Let me get to the next person. The market is saturated, so you don't want that to happen. So it's always, you cannot say you will not get sick, but you have to try to stay healthy.
All right. Truth or dare? Once more.
Truth or
choose dare.
Do
we want truth or do we want dare? Okay.
I don't know how to dance, so
let's go to parliament. We'll do what the speaker does. All in favor say aye, all in favor say no. All in favor of truth say aye. All in favor of dare say no. The noes have it. Archangel, you do a dare.
Okay.
Are you ready? Don't worry, it doesn't involve dancing.
We
want you to do something crazy, something radical. You have Instagram?
Yes.
On your phone? Go on Instagram Live right now.
Okay.
And start a feud with another YouTuber or one of the people who follow you. Just go on Instagram Live right now. Call out somebody.
Call out somebody.
Call out somebody and diss the person.
Okay.
Live.
The very simple thing to do.
Call out somebody.
Very, very simple.
Yes.
Thank God, though.
Start insulting the person left, right, center. Tell them that okay, go on Instagram Live right now.
Look at it. I'm live. I'm live right now. Look at it. I'm live. In case you're watching and you're not in this room.
Wait. Let's wait for the views to start coming. Let's wait for the people to be notified, and then we are sure that the people are watching. I can see that it's live.
You have sense,
yeah. So, wait, let me see how many people are watching. Okay. 124, 204, 255. Okay, let's go. Let's reach 500 before he starts.
Hell.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay, 307, 310. Makejo, how are you? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I'm fine.
Very sure?
I'm fine.
Okay. We have 313 views now. Start.
Okay, see, I am on a live show, sorry. And I was asked to call out somebody.
You weren't asked to do anything. Call out the person. See, he was here. He was here talking about somebody. Nobody has asked him. He was here saying things about the person. Oh, yeah.
Wade, you are mad. Wade is mad. Wade, you're not funny. You're not funny. I have done this, yeah.
Oh, is that all?
That's
it has to be serious. Call out the person. Say things. Call out the person. Make sure.
Okay, I'm calling out Wade. In fact, wait. Let's go and fight. Wait. I dare see. Let me tell you something. In Ghana, you can call out somebody. You call out somebody in Nigeria, they wait for you at the airport. Wait for you at the airport. It will not end here. Nigerians, we no longer do this one. You heard the other day, somebody went and said somebody's film is not interesting. The person went to the person's house to beat him and his family. We don't take this kind of things like you, please. All right, guys. Please let me say hi to them so that they understand. Thank you so much for coming on live. I will come back later.
Thank you. Okay, last one. Truth or dare? Last one. Or dare?
Okay.
So just like we did it the other time. All in favor of truth, say aye. All in favor of dare, say no. Hey, so who has it? We'll call for a head count. Okay, let's do it well. All in favor of truth, say aye. All in favor of dare, say no. Another dare. Archangel,
I don't know how to dance, so
We should make him dance. Or we should make him dance.
to dance.
No, he doesn't get to pick his own there. He doesn't get to pick his own there. Pretend like you are doing your first YouTube video.
I can't pretend like it's
okay. Let me break it. Let me make it simple for you. Take 5 minutes and give us a stand-up skit. 5 minutes. Do something. Display something. Show something. Oh yeah. Make you go.
See, let me tell you something. Must it be funny?
Why not?
See, I don't know what to do.
We are putting you on the spot.
Yes, this spot, spot is tiny.
Yes, so we are putting you on the spot.
With plenty lights.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? Let me further break it down. Let me simplify it. You said that the video which made you go viral was the one that you did with Emanuela. This is not my real face.
I didn't do it with her. She did it.
She did it. So pretend that you are Emanuela doing This Is Not My Real Face. That is your day.
It's going to be weird. Okay. I mean, I need somebody that knows that script, that knows that video to help me.
Anyone? Okay, the gentleman over there.
Okay, you know the story, right? Okay, good. Let's go. See that woman. She's walking like tolo tolo. Why are you not laughing? Is it not funny?
Do you know that woman?
No.
That's my mother. I will tell her.
Wait. Do you know me?
No.
Do you know the class I'm from?
No.
Thank God. I'm going home.
I see you. I know your face. I will tell her.
This is not my real face, so look at my real face here.
All right, Mark Angel, thank you very much. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we end this? Anything you'd like to say to all who are watching you finally? Someone also has a question. We'll pick one question. Okay, so before you say that, yes, what's your question?
So what does he think Ghanaian content creators can learn from Nigerian content creators and vice versa?
Chineke. Okay. One thing I have learned from Ghanaian content creators is that Ghanaian content creators are selling Ghana with content. Mostly sell Ghana with content. And I think that Nigerians should learn it. Another thing that Nigerian content creators are doing is collaborations. And Ghanaians should collaborate a lot. So, vice versa.
Okay, so your final word, has your question been answered? Okay, so what would you say finally before we go? Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. Thank you very much, Mark Angel. Round of applause. All right, Zion Felix is here. Pick up the mic. First question to Zion Felix. Who wants to ask the first question? First question. Who wants to ask the first question? Okay.
Hello, Zion.
Hi.
Recently, your channel got hacked. So, how did you feel and how did you manage it to get it back?
Charlie, it was a crazy feeling, man. I'm not sure anybody would want to go through that. Especially when you really do those things. I mean, you might think you know everything about the platform unless you get hacked. You get hacked. Because at that point in time, you forget about everything that you know because you are in a rush to get it back. The people are there. You don't need to make any effort for them to know that you are in the channel, else they might log you out. So I was trying to calm down and at the same time do things fast and get my channel back. Until I called a friend and he said they logged in with my streaming ID. So I should change my streaming ID or I should reset the streaming ID, Charlie. I've never even streamed on my YouTube before, so how will I even get the streaming ID? At first, I wanted to log everybody out, but I mean, it wasn't working. So I Googled how to change streaming ID. It wasn't working. I had to give the person my details for him to log into it. Went through everything and finally changed the streaming ID and then ended their live streaming before they went off. It was a crazy feeling, but I thank God that I still have my channel back. And this is not the first time, it is the second time. Somebody will say, get a cyber security expert. Charlie, even Twitter, Facebook, they hack them. So I'm not sure that if somebody wants to hack you, no matter who you are, he or she can't hack you. We just have to be careful and learn many things about the platform that we are working on.
Right. So you're, one of the most popular, like I was saying, bloggers. Just very briefly, there are a lot of bloggers around as well, so from your perspective, being in the game for this long and making the waves that you have made, in terms of creating content, blogging, putting things out there, how, from your perspective, should content creators go about it to make sure that they are making that positive impact that they are supposed to make, especially in the Ghanaian blogging space and even internationally, because, of course, we are in a global village. Yeah.
18th April 2022 will be exactly 10 years that I started blogging. It hasn't been easy. I mean, we didn't start with the aim of, making money or, making it big as we are right now. We just loved what we do. So we were just going by the wind. But as you go on, you learn how the trade is. So we've been learning on the job, trying to improve on what we do, and that is how we've come this far. If you focus on money, I always say that if we used to focus on money, we would have set up a pornographic website, because a lot of people go on those platforms to watch content. But because we love what we do, that is why we are doing this. And if you love something, you do it all out. And the more you do it well, the more the audience also buy into what you are doing, and you get to 2 million followers on Instagram as I have right now. So I just go all out. I do what I can do with a love and passion, and I try as much as possible to create content that most people want. I'm not doing the thing for myself. Most of my content are what the public wants, and few of them is what Zion Felix want to do to maybe be happy about it. So try as much as possible to get content that will make the audience happy, and then don't joke with the audio and the visual of your content, because you've not paid Zion Felix to come and watch your content. So I don't have to strain my ears or force my eyes to watch your content. There are so many people on YouTube right now. There are lots of channels on YouTube right now. So one, your content is key. The audiovisual is very, very, very important, because if I come and watch your content, no matter how good your content is. I remember this week I interviewed a football agent who used to work for Chelsea at the time ACCRA was there. I'm not a person behind the camera, so I didn't know how the audio was going. After they uploaded the content and I was titling the video, I realized that the audio was bad. And in fact, the content was good. It's not easy to get an agent of Chelsea. The content was good, but the views was down and everybody was complaining about the audio. So audiovisual is very, very important, as well as the content. So don't joke with these three things. If these three things are good, the channel itself will go for you.
Right. Very well. We'll have to end the session here. Zion Felix, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let's give a round of applause to Zion Felix. Thank you very much. And it's time for us to break for lunch. After lunch, we shall return and do the panel discussion. So let's not go anywhere. Lunch is ready, so you can continue to interact with each other, continue to network. You can enjoy more virtual reality, and then you can have lunch. And then right after lunch, we'll come back for the last session, which is the panel discussions. Thank you very much.